Well, it's a beautiful Maui morning, and I wanted to give you guys a lesson on how to play the walk down from a Beatles song called Dear Prudence. You might have recognized that. It's in many other songs too, of course. But I thought this is worthy of an extended lesson, because I use this type of thing a lot, both in Beatles. I have a little Beatles band called the Lonely Hearts, and we do a version of this. But it occurred to me that, you know, a lot of times I don't really know what I'm going to teach till I get out here, but I look out and, you know, sun is out, sky is blue, beautiful, so are you. Nice walk down there. Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? And that's kind of the meat of the song right there. And I'm gonna take it apart now and show you what I'm doing. But I think what's important about this is for those of you that, you know, or maybe just getting going on guitar, or even, you know, it doesn't matter, but the importance of the walk down, you know, like I've done some stuff in D before, you know, lots of different things you can do, but this one I think is handy. So with no further ado, let's go there. So you start out with a D chord, right? It's a regular old D chord. That's the way I generally finger it. I finger it different ways, but for our purposes today, we're going to do just this normal D. Okay, so now what happens is, and this is where it gets interesting, the third finger stays on that D note, which is the third fret of the B string. It doesn't matter the name of it, but, and then what happens is you move, and it's a pretty economical move. You basically move your second finger to the third fret of the A string. Get it? Okay, so that's your first move. And I'm for the purposes of today, I'm not using a pick, but you can. But if you want to get into the finger style of it, I'm pinching my B string and my G string along with that open A. Oh, sorry, it's regular D. And then I'm gonna strike that third fret of the A string. And I'm still keeping that third finger right there on that third fret of the B. And what I'm going to do is, I'll show you slowly what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk down. Now I'm using my second finger for the first note, and then my first finger. Now this next one is going to be a little bit of a stretch, okay, to that first fret of the A string. So it sounds like this in slow motion. And then back to... So I'm going to do it real slow now so you can watch it, because here's the challenge of this for me, for some of you. You're probably okay with this, obviously D chord, right? But then that first C, it's a little bit of a move. I'm only utilizing 3 strings there. It's important to really target those strings. And walk down, so far so good. Okay, and then here comes the big stretch. I think you can handle that. And then back to your D. And I think what's cool about that, it has a great sound to it. And what you'll find, I think, with a lot of this kind of songs, you know, when you have one note that rings out and you walk down, letting that note ring out, it happens a lot in the blues as well. It just has a certain sound to it. And in this case, I was, you know, wanting to, we actually did a rehearsal yesterday with my Beatles band, and I thought, okay, what do I want to teach today that would be, you know, a good thing to have in the quiver, right? And also a bit of a stretch, you know, probably dexterity-wise, if you can do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and play it in real time and see what this feels like. And hopefully you can utilize what I just took apart and showed you. Bouncing on that. almost a little bit of Sweet Home Alabama with that B flat in there. It changes it. That's the way I feel it. So that's Dear Prudence, and the way it sounds in practice is a Dear Prudence. I got my froggy voice right here, it's a morning voice. Won't you come out to play? Dear Prudence. Think a brand new day. Hey, hey. And this is a cool part. The sun is out. The sky, halftime, right? Is blue. It's beautiful. And so are you, dear Prudence. Now go C to G. Won't you come out to play? And that's basically the gist of the song. It does do a cool little breakdown in the middle, which we get funky with in the band. We do like a New Orleans thing, you know, look around, round, 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 round. But you know, I'm not going to get into that today because that's more of a band thing, right? But I think this particular passage, though, is valuable because you can use it, you know, like Sweet Home Alabama. Could do it in a lot of different ways. So if you have that under your fingers, just that move, and in this case with Dear Prudence, it's a beautiful passage. I think, you know, once again, the Beatles coming up with great stuff, and just realize that you got to kind of bounce. Feel that bounce? Boom, 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 boom. And then when it goes halftime, the sun is, let it ring out. The sky is blue. It's beautiful. And so are you, dear Prudence. Now to hit your big C and G. Won't you come out and play? So that's my little Dear Prudence deed to C walk down lesson for today. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I think it's something that can be used in acoustic or electric, really, many different ways, okay? And whether you're in the key of D or you're maybe capoed, it specifically works well in this key because you got that open string, right? And you're letting that, and you hear that in the blues, you know. It's that repeating the same note on the high end. It's really a cool sound because it kind of pulls, right? So there's my lesson for today. The sun is out, the sky is blue. Man, I'm super grateful to be here in my yard on Maui, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and we'll see you down the road.